think they were conserving ammo, as they didn't really shoot at us when we trying to light their towers on fire. Guess after we started shooting at their actual gates the order was given. They really rained their arrows on us, most of us were hit. Someone whispered, "We are not paid enough for this." And we all turned and ran away. That someone was me, Dapix, Dacian Bow Mercenary.
We didn't really believe the Getae when they said King Porodor was dead. But after I ransomed my brother back, he confirmed. We lost another king. No time for another coronation, as the Getae were at our gates. Komazoi, Apulia Izamai's Satasan chosen spear.
In the autumn of 276 BC, the defeat at the Battle of the Bloody War Summit left the Apulii in bad shape. Their king was dead and their army on the run, but they were not yet defeated and very much defiant, even while the remnant of King Balakisia's army was being chased down. A new king was crowned, King Porodor of the Apulii, who immediately took the initiative and tried to hit the Getae where it hurts, their nobility. Porodor initially managed to corner Chief Scorlio of the Buradavans, who managed to escape through a hidden path in the woods. Sadly for King Porodor, the tables have turned on him very quickly. When Chief Rigazis Wormtongue of the Potula Tents got word of the ambush attempt, Rigazis quickly arranged a counter-ambush. Utilizing only Getae nobles with the fastest horses, Rigazis managed to corner Porodor. A brief battle resulted in Porodor's death and an 800 men strong Apulii army surrendering. When news of the downfall of yet another Apulii king reached King Dotos, he was emboldened. He immediately stopped efforts to recruit more men and ordered a march on Zarmi-Siege-atuza. On arrival, it was soon obvious that Zarmi-Siege-atuza is a fort to be reckoned with. They are well supplied, well armed and numerous. Main city guard is formed out of elite chosen spear backed up by cavalry. Not to mention hordes of fanatical folksmen, Apulii militia, archers and even townspeople. Yet, King Dotos, convinced the gods are on his side. With not one, but two upstart kings dead before him. On top of that, the site of the battle itself, not far from Kogainon, the holy mountain where Zalmoxis himself resurrected. These are signs even children can understand. King Dotos, divinely inspired, rather than starving his enemies out, ordered and attacked. He swore by tomorrow to ride under the gates of Zarmi-Siege-atuza as the new king of a united Dacia.
Welcome to the 11th installment of Let's Get It On. The day before yesterday, my wife told me I'm ugly because I look like a caveman. So yesterday I braved the plague and I went to the barber shop, and today I woke up not feeling so good. I have a running nose and my ears are clogged, so it's gonna be one of those episodes with the stamina and enthusiasm of a dying man. But anyway, this battle will go. I can promise you the bodies will hit the floor. We already sent the archers to burn down their towers, as you might have noticed. We did a pretty good job of it. 2 of them are already burning, and now we're gonna burn the third one. These are the mercenary archers, basically the only archers we have. The other units are slingers. Yeah, they're doing a really good job. They're not taking any fire back, and now we will try to reposition them and try to start hammering at the gates. And our hammer will be flaming arrows. When we were shooting at the towers, who by the time we got here, 2 of them already collapsed. They weren't shooting back at us, so I was really happy about that. I thought they forgot. But then they started really Yeah, they darkened the sun, and we had to fight in the shade because of their arrows. And the archers will fail at their job. They won't manage to burn down the gate, and they will soon rout. Spoiler alert. So I guess this is good news for us because we don't really need to pay their wages. Bad news for them because most of them are dead. Wah, wah, wah. And here they go. Oh no! They shot back! They shot back! Here I tried to send the mercenary cavalry because we don't have a lot of those. But they are heavy armor. So I probably won't be sending them actually inside because they might get surrounded and they won't be able to run away and we will lose the unit. The plan was named Horse Porcupine. You send the horses and you attract the enemy arrows, and after you lose about half your force, the plan was successful. You made the enemy use all their most of their arrows. This is honestly I don't know what I was thinking. It was late at night and it seemed like a good idea. On hindsight, well, why? Anyway, I guess it worked. We only lost a few elite troops. So now we started moving our main force, I guess, our vanguard. The 2 units of axe on the siege engines and the sacrificial militia unit plan Porcupine B to go and hopefully continue and finish burning down the gates so other people can go inside. And yeah, at least they have shields. Oh, look at this lovely view. Siege engines slowly creeping in. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. I shoot an arrow in the air. Where it lands, I do not care. I get my arrows wholesale. There is no honorable way to kill, no gentle way to destroy. There is nothing good in war except its ending.
Cut them down!
And I guess now the actual liberation of Zarmi-Siege-atuza begins. These are the first 3 men that climbed the gate, climbed the wall. Oh, check out this chick. Oh, okay. I guess they can. No, she's dead. Oh. Any other chicks? Guess they try to countercharge us, but there's a sea of people. You can't really use horses that well. That's to our detriment as well. And we are sending more reinforcements, and more militia and more spears. And the gate broke! I guess King Dotos, since he promised that he will go through the gates by today, decided to charge in and fulfill his promise. So that's what he did. Now, spoiler alert, this wasn't a good idea. He gets swarmed by enemy cavalry, folksmen, and much spears. So he moved out. So we are sending the Pectoid division. First the mercenary fraxmen, and then the actual folksmen. Because if mercenary die, you don't need to pay them. Can't even do a lot of maneuvering. Look at this pile. And look at this pile.
And because of those piles, in this stage of the battle, we can't really do any kind of military maneuver or any kind of tactics. This is just the breaching point, just trying to send in more men and just hope for to be able to spot some kind of a weakness in the enemy lines, somewhere in the wall or at the gate.
Luckily for us, we got a break in the gate area. The Pectoid division managed to pushing the enemy a bit to the side and made room for King Dotos to fulfill his promise and ride through the gates of Zarmi-Siege-atuza. And I'm actually not even trying to fight anyone, I'm just trying to sneak the unit in, and spoiler alert, it worked! Now we have almost free reign to get at the squishy enemy archers. I guess there's still confusion, like this unit of militia there. Who should we hit? Those who are trying to break through the gates or the horses? I guess they did settle on horses. Oh, they're even charging with slingers. That's a silly thing to do. So yeah, we're just riding past them to minimize casualties and then try to do some kind of military maneuvers, not just sending troops. And here we can get a glimpse of the enemy elite units, the Chosen Spear. I suspect the Skordici had something to do with their current strength. They're only at 73 out of 150 models. So I think this siege is not the first one that Zarmi-Siege-atuza endured. Here are our cav trying to do, our king cav, trying to do their best to disengage as many units from the front lines as we can. And what a lovely view of the battlefield this is, really. They're shooting at what? Ah yes, this was another excellent maneuver on my part. I moved in the light cavalry to hopefully wait for another gap that never appeared, and in the meanwhile they just got shot on, and we lost a lot of good men. See, the king is disengaging, but not a lot of room to maneuver, because here are the elite units, the Chosen Spear. So like, no, you're not even going there. You can have your precious city center. We will get to you. And oh, that was a nice charge into some slingers. We are slowly but steadily losing the gate. We are swarmed by many men, much men. And look at these assholes just cheering them on. Bloody cheerleaders. And yeah, our men fought bravely. Look how many dead, but just the Apulia in numbers. Our gate, our Pectoid division breaking.
There is a Romanian saying, vântul bate, apa trece, pietrele rămân. The wind blows, the water flows, but the stone remain. So this is what we are doing here, fighting over the most important stones in our time. Kogainon, the mountain where Zarmoxis resurrected in a cave and taught us about Thanatise, death by one own's initiative. And I think we are staring at a magnificent display of Thanatise.
even totally lost the gate. We retreated even with the youths. So I tried to send in some cavalry, but yeah, we only have the light cavalry and the mercenary cavalry at really bad health. They only have 22 men and they got shot at badly. So we decided to let's try and do some pincer maneuver. We baited them with the youths, and then when they came out of the gate, we just sandwiched them between the two cavalry units, and it actually worked. They didn't come out again after this. But yeah, this was another example of some actual military maneuvering in this siege battle. And again, I guess I tried to send in the light cav, but they were just getting hammered. You shouldn't charge exhausted cav into line of packed-in pactoids, because they will slice up your horse. So yeah, here come the youths once again to hold the gate after a brief respite. This is just a horrible deadlock. I was even sending in the slingers to try and help. Just put some numbers in it, maybe get some debuffs because we are flanking. Because I really didn't know what to do with slingers. I mean, they can't really shoot above the walls like archers, so they were just standing outside getting shot at. So why not join the fun? But now I notice that there's only two units here that are holding us back from forming some kind of cohesive military formation. So as you can see, we sent in the king to kill the slingers or archers. Who cares? They're dead. They broke up immediately. But these units of spearmen were the bane of our existence. They were hogging up, pinning down like most of our army, at least 6 units. And even with the king in, because I guess he was exhausted by now, they just refused to break for a pretty long time. And this is just a unit of militia, just someone who woke up in the morning and someone gave him a spear and like, dude, help on the wall. And they performed very well, way above my expectation. Even going to charge them twice with the king. Actually, I think I'm resting him a bit because he was really exhausted. And here he is, actually, the man of the hour. Hello. Oh, what a lovely. Yeah. No more resting for us. This is a pitiful charge. Still exhausted. But yeah, that worked. Finally, we got an actual foothold in this area. So we will slowly try to form some kind of, spear in the front, sling in the back. That kind of basic formation for now, and we are easing the pressure from the gate. That again, only the youths remain. That's because everybody is exhausted and they can still move. Yeah. So they actually covered the Pectoid division retreat, so we didn't lose those expensive units. Look how exhausted they are. You did well. Look at this. So much death. There surely will be a line
at the reincarnation center. And here I think, yeah, we are slowly trying to do actually strategies, and we are sending the unit of spears to try and an actual spears, not militia, to try and sneak behind the enemy lines. But I kind of got outmaneuvered, because here come the elite chosen spears, the city guard, and what we are doing to counter this is sacrificing a unit of sling. They will try to run around them, and eventually they will have to engage, and they will just get mowed down, because these are real fighting men. They know how to fight, they have the equipment, and they're fresh, because they didn't fight on the wall. The only advantage we had with the slingers on them was that we are way faster. I think a speed of 4 against the speed of 2, so we could maneuver around them. So basically I just sent them to die. My slings just go and try to cap the center. That will force the AI to charge them, and they will just sit here and die, because they're cornered. And yeah, thank you for your service. And here we see some more Apulii retreating from the center. And as you can see, we are slowly capturing the gate. Here we are actually finally using our slings to shoot at the sides of some enemy pectoids. So they actually did manage to pick up a lot of kills, and finally another unit of militia of the Apulii are breaking, and this is more or less us winning this. We are very slowly, because everybody is exhausted, encircling them, and then the end would be super duper anticlimactic, one of those hands of God ending. Just I think victory points or enemy casualties, just EA decides no, you won, and that's it. End of battle. No running down your enemies. The most fun part of any battle. Here, the hand of God. This is so... I hate this. So yeah, we won! Hooray! But at what cost? And welcome to the best part of these videos, the showing of the numbers. As I mentioned, we won, but the bloodiest victory yet. We lost 1057 men, which is 64% of the army. I did the maths. That's wow. We even lost not one but 2 units. The new unit of Axe and one of the Slinger regiments. The Slingers were with us from the beginning, being between the first units that we ever recruited, and they were tactically sacrificed to the enemy elite chosen spear units, and their diversion was really instrumental in our victory. Number wise, the official MVP is King Dotos again with 267, but this time he actually did a lot of work. He did manage to sneak into the city and rain havoc on the back line of the enemy, so well deserved. The mercenary archers, they got 0 kills, but really instrumental to our victory. If we didn't have them, we literally wouldn't have anyone to burn down the towers, and that will ramp up the casualties even more than 64% of the army. Another unit that excelled, in my opinion, is the youths. Again, they held the gates alone for the most part, and they even picked up 200 kills. The other unit of Axe also got the short end of the stick. That's the price of being part of the vanguard in a siege assault, so yay for them. So losing more than half your army to get a city, let's hope all of this was worth it. See you next time.